The Grand Circuit Race. The Grand Circuit Race was the talk of the city, a grueling challenge across varied terrains, testing not just speed but endurance and wit. Thousands gathered, their cheers a thunderous wave. Among the hopefuls stood three distinct figures, each with their own approach to the finish line. Cale, with his sleek racing gear and a determined glint in his eyes, believed in raw speed. Victory goes to the swift, he'd always declared. He planned to leave everyone in his dust from the very first second. Nearby, Alara fidgeted, her gaze fixed on the daunting course ahead. Doubt swirled in her mind like a storm. What's the point? She murmured to herself. I'll never keep up with the likes of Cale. Her confidence had vanished before the race even began. Then there was Kai, calm and composed, stretching slowly, taking deep, even breaths. He wasn't focused on the roar of the crowd or the speed of his rivals. Kai simply focused on his own rhythm, his own pace. The race is long, he thought, and a steady heart beats a frantic sprint. The starting signal blared. Cale exploded forward, a blur of motion, leaving the others trailing. He pushed his limits, his powerful strides eating up the ground. He was far ahead, just as he'd planned, a triumphant smile already forming on his face. Alara, however, didn't even move. The sound of the gun seemed to freeze her. She watched Cale disappear into the distance, then looked at Kai, who had just begun his steady jog. It's no use, she whispered, and quietly stepped off the track, defeated before she had even tried. Cale continued his blistering pace, but as the first challenging incline appeared, his legs began to burn. His breath grew ragged, his energy reserves depleting faster than he anticipated. The early burst had taken a heavy toll. Meanwhile, Kai maintained his even tempo, his movements fluid and controlled. He passed other racers who had started too fast, their initial enthusiasm now replaced by exhaustion. Kai offered a small, encouraging nod to a few, but kept his focus. Cale stumbled, his muscles screaming in protest. He tried to push through, but his body refused to obey. He collapsed by the side of the path, gasping for air, watching as others, including Kai, steadily passed him by. His dream of victory, so vivid at the start, had crumbled. Kai, with a strong, steady finish, crossed the finish line. He wasn't the fastest at the start, nor the most boastful, but his consistent effort and calm mind had carried him through. The crowd roared, not just for his victory, but for the quiet wisdom of his journey.